In the last video, I just made it like a .NET framework, what it is, how the .NET framework has evolution, become .NET Core, ASP.NET Core, Windows class platform, IAS deployment, all those stuffs, including what is Blazor, all those things. Okay, so now, I'm going to make it simple, like how to deploy the application. You call it a CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. CI/CD, what it is. So in the mean, many people are, as a beginner, even I face this problem. So when you make and uh, code and then merge it. So merge to main branch to with team. Okay. So here, whenever we are making, one sec is I'm recording. Yes, merge to main branch with the team. So if you are maintaining again Git or TFS, there are two approaches. So in TFS, how we make is, in TFS means Team Foundation Server, earlier by Microsoft. So in which what we used to do, we have a main branch, a main or master branch. So take that branch, work on the changes, and make a change set, and then make a code review by some senior or tech lead, whatever you call, TL, peer review, or whatever you call. Okay, so this is how. Once everything is done, once all okay, merge it with what do you call, main branch. This is in TFS. Now, because this is a common confusion, everybody is having, including myself, everybody or most of or whatever you call, whoever knows, that's great. Leave it. Git is a one type of versioning. So TFS is one type, and Git is Git versioning. You can call it. So in which you have a main or master branch or whatever you call. So from that you make your own, create your own feature or work branch or something like target branch, uh, target branch, and then work on it every day, keep pushing. So it stays, your code stays in, uh, code always stays in your branch. So I prefer this particular Git versioning control. Okay, stays in my own branch. Uh, Once I'm satisfied, once finished, then march to, I mean, pull request PR, pull request to pull request to main branch by via some TL, team leader, technical architect, or architect, whoever, depends upon whoever is responsible, whoever is supposed to be validated. Okay, once it is done, then merge it to main branch, again via automated or manual completion of merge. Okay, this is the difference about TFS and this one. Okay, TF, again, yeah, one more common confusion. So this particular topic why I mentioned is to just avoid this one. Git versioning control. Okay, Git is a one versioning control. Like this, we have TFS is one type of way. These are two common ways. Forget about, there are many other ways in different organization using, but these are the two common strategies. Okay, so where do you store this Git? So for that, Git is a one versioning control. I don't know exactly, but one another topic is maybe there is a GitHub guys only. So then, for storing this code, we will use GitHub. Okay, GitHub is a bucket. GitHub, you just assume it as a bucket. Just consider. Okay, it's a bucket. Let's consider it like that. GitHub or Azure DevOps. In Azure also we can store this. and then gitlab, and there are still many other private repo places. Okay, this is okay. This is the difference between what is Git, TFS, and GitHub, GitLab, and many other things. Okay, this is the old stuff about what is Git and TFS and all those things. So whenever you're working, yeah, this is a common strategy. Now I'll just show you the simple stuff, how to do it with this particular Git itself. I created in a previous example video. I just created a simple web application, ASP.NET Core Web. So you just file a new ASP.NET Core Web app, and then you can go here. Clone repository means if something is already there, then you can just clone that. Otherwise, you are just creating now. So I'm just doing this, create Git repository. So before that, as I was mentioning in the previous case, make sure your account is logged in. Go to this particular this one, so it will be easy. You can do it in different many other ways. I'm just trying to mention always in my all the videos. I'm trying to mention the easy and better way. Whatever I just follow or what I got suggestion from somebody else. Add your accounts GitHub. I just added mine, so done. So git, create Git repository, and so see immediately it shows all these things, this page. So Azure DevOps and GitHub, all those things. Okay, so I'm just doing this, and what is this, something repository name, you can customize whatever it is. So I'll just make it as, instead of this, I'll just give it as demo dot this, something like this, license template of this one, blah 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 blah. Okay, okay, okay. This is a private repository. Yes, if you are only mentioning for yourself, then it's a private. Otherwise, you just untick, so anyone can use it. So demo dot this, create and push it's to my branch. Okay, that's it, you're done. So it takes some time. So always try to make sure, yeah, you can see it is expecting, it's been already, you can see the left is up, the right is down, means two are supposed to go out to server. A new git repository has been created for you in, see this particular one, open git repository window. Okay, so for that, as I was mentioning, so always try to make sure your what is that page, git page is logged into your browser. Okay, so let me open, in my case, I, for the sake of this demo purpose, I just did a log of everything. So let me use actually I don't have it here. I'll use some different window, github.com. I'm using, this is a new PC, so here everything is fresh. That's why I don't get all the credentials, all those things. So I had to use this login, all those things. So use a passkey. I had to use my passkey. So always try to secure your accounts with this passkey or dual mode. So otherwise you can't predict anybody. Still with all these things, it's not enough. The security is not enough. So okay, I'm just logging in my device. You can configure multiple ways. Using, you can use an authenticator. I'm using this Google passkey kind of mode. It just opens up when I just, you have to just turn on the mobile Bluetooth, and then it automatically sends a notification if whoever is, I mean, your mobile device is near to the system. You can use this authenticator app like Google Duo, sorry, the Duo app or Microsoft Authenticator. It's taking a while in the device. Okay, it looks like taking some time. Use your authenticator app. I'm just using. So where is my authenticator? In the authenticator, it shows a code. Okay, just a second. What is this account? This is Namadu. GitHub Namadu 7 uh, 029. Yes, I'm done with it. So here my branch demo dot, yeah, this is the one I just created now. Okay, I can see two commits. One is something like fresh, added file, and something like this. Okay, so this is what the code. Okay, let me take. What is this? Yeah. So now this is about this one. So I'm under this particular master branch. Okay. Let's consider I'm another user. I'm a fresher guy. So I had to work on. So what should I do? I should do this either here or there, anywhere, anywhere. Create a new local branch. So let's see. Like I'm just about to make the changes, like change the application heading. So you have to maintain some convention, like users slash my name, something like xyz and slash, and then what feature I'm trying to do. So for just quick check, I'm just making change heading. Try to use the small letters, create branch. So I created a new branch like this. Okay, and then here when I do this, it automatically just checks out. Okay, here index.html. Welcome to Namadu. Just simple. I just did it, and then if you see here, it says this is the changes. You can just yeah, it shows this is the difference. Okay, if there is some conflict, then it shows you have to resolve that. Yeah, you can go all those things in depth. I'm just trying to make a very high level introduction. Change heading to Namadu. You can do multiple check-in like this. What is happening? What is happening? Stage I did. Yeah, sometimes this used to occur. So when this kind of it happens, okay. Yeah, the reason is, yeah, this is very important. I created my new branch. So now you can see it's grayed out. Commit stage is grayed out. The reason is very simple. Whatever I created my branch, so it is in my very local. It is not being pushed to server. Okay. So for that purpose, better you push it once. So it means what it happens, what it does is this particular change header branch. That branch has been pushed to server. Now I'll just show you. Earlier it was only one branch. If I just do this, it just shows. Yeah, you can see change heading. This is one more branch has been added just now. Okay. Now if I go, oh sorry, not this window. Change. Yeah, still the issue is there. So better close and open the browser. Yeah, if any issue, just simple, just close and open. Don't worry. Uh, Microsoft guys are playing with you. Your patience. Don't worry. Just close and open. That's it. Job done. You take a break for a moment and then do it. Maybe you just assume it like intentionally. They made it. How the user is sitting for longer run, making your back pain, all those things. Config. Yeah, the reason is why it was not configuring is earlier this pop-up came actually, okay, but it get disappeared. Configure your username. Okay, it is not configured, so I just make it as yes, configure international software and solutions. Okay, just simple. Set in global.config. Yeah, this will set it in the global.config of my computer. This computer. I mean, it's only in my computer. Make sure. Okay. Uh, okay, I did it. Now, yeah, it shows the option of this. There are two things. One is your code to the main branch. Even if it is not there, it is ideally it's supposed to allow you to commit to your local branch. Yeah, that is one more point I just forgot to mention. How the Git works. Okay, Git is like you have client machine uh, and server. Okay, so in between these two, whenever you push the code, it goes to server and it gets merged out. Okay, that's not the only case. In your client side also, there will be one server will be there. So that is the one where it holds your all the local changes, and that will be pushed to server. Okay, server. It means whenever you do all commits, commits first go to commits goes to local server. Okay, uh, all the conflict, everything goes to local server. Push goes to what is that? The actual server. This you have to understand. Okay, so I'll just show you that here. You can see uh, here, yeah, when you make any changes, it shows like this changes. So I'll just make one more changes. For example, in the error page, swapping to development page, development like this. Okay. Now, in this particular feature branch, I am doing only change heading, but not the error page. So in that case, I had to do. I mean, I can do now. Yeah, two things again: commit all and push and sync. Means, yeah, commit all means what happens? It just goes to your local server. Okay, commit all. Second thing is commit all and push means from your local push it to your local server and server to local server to the actual server. Commit all and sync means push it to your local server. Earlier days, how I used to do is when I do this commit all and sync, it used to go to local server and say send it to actual server and get the returns back. But nowadays, it's not always working like that. What's happening? It is going to my local server and fetching the local server details to here. But it is not. My code is not always going to the actual server. Why it is? I don't know. Maybe it's been fixed. I'm not sure. I had to check that. Okay, we'll come to that. This is about one thing. But now, since this is a particular feature branch, always make sure your code changes everything you're doing for your particular features only. Now, this change heading is a target. So then you do this only stage this particular changes. Okay. And then with your code, obviously you'll be using some versioning controller, some board, Azure board or something. Try to mention your ticket number with this ash, something like ash 12 or whatever the number. Currently, mine is not linked. That's why it's not showing. Because since you logged into your account, you will be having that mention that and mention your changes. If you're doing multiple changes, no problem. You just make it all those things, change heading, blah blah blah, all those things you did it. Okay. Commit stage and push. Now the difference. Now the commit all is gone. Now another thing is this stash. Stash is the one. Why it is you are doing some changes, but in between you wanted to switch to some different features. Then you wanted to retain these changes in your local computer itself. It is not anywhere server, just in local this particular workstation. In that case, what you can do is go here and stash all like that. Okay, that's this is another tool for a kind of a temporary how you keep your notepad or some rough paper kind of. Okay, now I'm doing this commit stage and sync itself. Okay, commit stage, you understand, it goes just goes to. Okay, let me do this first. Yeah, you can see here commit stage I did, so it just, you can see here one outgoing and zero incoming. Okay, now still I'll go here. Welcome, Namadu. I'll just add three dots. Okay. Now, stage, I will just add some dot. Commit stage again. It says two outgoing. Okay. Okay. Now, if I do this pull, means from the server, I'll just pull. From server, pull it to me. This is fetch. Pull means it will fetch and pull. There is some difference. You just check it separately instead of mixing it here. So and then this is the one. It just says push. Okay. Now let me do one more point. I'll just add some more dots. Stage. Now commit stage and sync. I just did initiating push. Okay, okay, now it's good. As I told, that is not the case. Whatever you are making, everything will be goes to a local server and then just goes to the actual server. This is about how you are pushing the code to Git branch, all those things. If you just open the GitHub portal here, okay, you can see here the logic 12 minutes ago the actual master branch. This is the one now I created. Okay, you go to this particular page, my page, and this. Okay, change heading has been created. You can do yourself, because I, let's see, the actual master branch is by someone else and I am different guy. Then compare and pull request. I can just verify before creating pull request. Add a title. So where is that preview of? Okay, sorry, not here. What happened? Okay, sorry. Here the yeah. Just make sure always this. Okay, this is here. It will not merge anything, but before you raising it to somebody else. Okay, not this. Okay, one sec, one sec, one sec. Compare and pull request. Where to where? Master to. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. Change heading branch to this master. Okay, what are the changes? Nothing to preview. Why? Okay, yeah, it's here. Yeah, I have changed. You can notice here, I have made nearly 3 or 4 check-ins in which only just added Namadu and then 2 dot and then 3 more dot. Okay, but in the end, it shows all together single one. Okay, this is the advantage of pull request instead of every time merging. Change heading to Namadu. Yeah, with some dots or whatever you can see. Okay, create pull request. When you create this, the target user, if he is a different guy, he will get the request in his account and in email, all those things. Okay, and he will be able to see like this. Okay, now I'll just show you. If that person is a different guy, then when he just opens up his email or this particular page, it shows like this. Yeah, change heading to Namadu. Yeah, it shows what and all happened. There are 3 commits he did. If you just wanted to track him, what he did. So files changed. Which are the files changed? Yeah, here this is the changes. Okay, now after this, if you just say merge pull request, and then yeah, what you wanted to just make it up, confirm merge. That's it. Your job is done. And delete the branch. A pull request successfully merged and closed. Delete the branch. Okay. Yeah, I'll just show you one more important point. Yeah, it's a nice thing. So I did it now. So everything is job is done. Now in the client side, go to manage branches. Here, whenever you start every day or even per day twice, also it's good to have this practice. Do here, go to this remotes and do fetch. That is best, the best way. If you are a kind of a full source guy, if you are not full source guy, if you are just like a you are related with only one branch because you have having repository, I mean because multiple branches will be there. Okay, so here you can see here still it's showing the master and the change heading branch. Okay, if you just check it back to the server, sorry, GitHub repo, you can just refresh the page please once and then just observe view all branches. It shows only one master, but in your local site you have both. Okay, the reason is it is not exactly it won't delete all the branch details. I mean, which it won't delete all the local things. For this, you have to do prune. There is one more settings in the Git, so that you have to just observe. Because don't try that, but I'm just telling you for this knowledge purpose. Okay, and then from this branch, okay, once you are done, I mean, every day, what should you do is do come here and do remotes and just fetch, and from there you merge it with, I mean, for example, this is the latest you got. You can see here, this is the one change heading. This was some time ago. For example, let's consider yesterday. This is the one which is latest now. Okay. Now, once you start the day, just right click on this, merge that particular master into your branch. For example, if you're working on that, okay, this is the one. Okay, this is how you are supposed to work. Okay, now it's showing, you can see outgoing is 1. The reason is this particular branch is removed now. That is why this all the flow. Okay, you can see the tracking of how this branch has changes, all those things. Somebody created this orange was by this particular main, and this was by this blue guy by change heading this particular one. This is all about gate versioning and TFS on basic stuffs. Okay, thank you.